Welcome back to the Fear the Hive 1155 podcast, season 2, episode 1. Welcome back, people. Welcome back. What's so funny? What?
Nice. We're good. We're good.
All right. I like it.
Oh, you?
We're good.
Okay. We're good.
We're good. Yeah. No. Go ahead. Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome. And season 2, episode 1. Actually, we just, it's New Year, and we were getting super high up there in numbers, and we just said, you know what, we're just going to go episode 1, season 2. So in that way, it makes it a little bit easier, and Steven can actually remember what episode we're on. So
show notes are so bad. They're so bad. We were on like episode 55 for like 8 weeks, yo.
Right. So, hey, we just want to say thank you, everybody who made season 1 such a fun experience, because that was just something that we decided to do out of nowhere, really. And we were just like, yo, let's get it done. And so in this episode, we've got a lot lined up for you. As you guys noticed, we weren't really podcasting in December, kind of giving ourselves a break to recharge, upgrade whatever we could, and come back ready to produce a show that's we feel is worthy for you guys. So, of course, we've got our segments. We've got the catch up, married life, kids, and health, our soapbox moments. Are you not entertained? Those are major segments. That's very lackluster, but it is what it is. We'll fix that as we continue going on. So,
if you've never been here before, we're going to be all over the place. Let me just tell you that right now.
Oh, for sure. Faux show.
But I mean, we got some cool things to talk about. I guess.
We're going to stay on track. We're going to stay on track.
We're going to stay on track today.
Yeah, we're going to try to stay on track.
New year, new me.
Nah. 2 years, same us. But we're going to try to stay on track.
Just a more determined us. Let's put it that way.
New year, same us. But we're going to stay on track. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel on all major platforms. We have everything up here, right above my finger, our Twitter, our Instagram, and our YouTube. Oh, man.
Ooh, one more thing.
What's up?
We will be on radio in February. Matter of fact, we're securing a radio spot in February. I've got a friend starting a radio station. He called me. He said, hey, saw your podcast. You want to use your content? I said, for you, my friend, of course. So we're working that out. We got a call tomorrow to iron out the technical details of it. We will be on the radio, and we will make sure to provide you with the link to the radio station. It'll be an internet radio station in the month of February. So stay tuned. We've got cool things ahead.
Yeah, man, that's actually pretty hot. When you told me, I was like, we're doing what? They want to do what? Whatever they need. It's fine.
We're doing big things, man. The radio is not ready for what we're going to be doing.
No, it's probably not.
We're not ready for what we're going to be doing, but we'll take it.
Absolutely. Oh man. So all right, get into what we got going on. The catch up. Like, hey, what's been going on? What's been going on with us, guys? What'd you guys do?
First things first. I've been trying to stay warm. I don't know about y'all, but it is cold right now.
Oh,
it is absolutely too cold.
Yeah.
Where y'all at? I know I'm at. I think we're at. Let me. It's 41 degrees right now, and that's the warmest it's been all day. It seems like
it's 41 right now where you are.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even break 38.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's why I left North Carolina. I was like, y'all can have that. You can have the cold, and it followed.
It's 27 right now. Here.
Did y'all get snow?
No, we're slated to get it on Friday. Like 65% chance on Friday and 75 on Saturday.
I did. Yes, how much snow
you did?
Yeah. That's just a light dusting. It turned more into sleet. We had the flurries.
Lucky. We got nothing still.
Don't ask for it. My man in DC, I was on the phone with him. Was it yesterday? Early today? He was like, yeah, we got a foot and it's still coming down. I was like, ew.
That's what I'm talking about. Ew. That's what I'm talking about. If it's gonna snow, let it snow.
Yeah.
Let it snow. All I ask for is 10 feet. A good 10 feet of snow.
Like total?
Okay.
Shut everything down.
Okay. You said did you mean to hey, what's up, cuz? That's my cousin. Did you mean to say 10 feet? Because you said 10 feet. I thought you meant 2 feet.
10 feet.
Like
Why
10
would
feet
you want 10 feet?
in one session or?
Yeah, in one session. You know why?
Oh, jeez.
Sometimes certain parts of the world just need to stop.
It's
Everybody
true.
needs to take a stop. Like look at COVID.
Yeah.
COVID brought a lot of families together. I mean,
And it broke some
despite
up too.
besides breaking some up, but it put a lot of people in a perspective where they checked their own mental health.
Yeah.
They had a time to reflect on their own problems.
Agreed.
Sometimes that little reset, I find, might be healthy for humans.
Okay. I'm glad you said that because I was going to ask you, did you partake before we got started? Because 10 feet of snow. When's the last time you were in 10 feet of snow?
When he used to walk to
Never.
school.
Never.
I've been in.
Back in the day.
Now the most snow I've seen is about 5.5 feet.
Yeah, I was about to say, so my uncle used to live in Rome, New York.
Mm-hmm.
And we drove up to go see him in the mid 90s. And I promise you, they had just had like 5 feet of snow. It was the coldest thing I've ever seen. It's the coldest thing I've ever seen. I've been to Minneapolis. I've not been to Chicago. I've been to Detroit. Whatever. Rome, New York. Dude, it was so cold. I got out of the car and started crying, and you couldn't tell. It was just like diamonds falling from my eyes. It was that cold. But that was 5 feet. I can't imagine 10 feet. No, thank you.
Yeah, the most I've seen is in that Connecticut northeastern area. Same. It's just a lot. Like they get.
But I get but I get what you're saying. Like the slowdown, the reset, the self-evaluation.
Yes.
You know.
Without all the health scare.
But
without,
yes.
Yeah.
But you know what? For me, let's do this like a week after the kids go back to school, not like at the tail end of Christmas break. Like, because these kids are already not in school as often as I like.
Hey, were you the one
as you like?
You said I need a tax refund. These kids are staying out of school. I need a refund. I need
a refund because they get out for light dustings. They get out for everything. I'm like, no. I need my state refund back. Like, no. You're not gonna do this.
We had a 2-hour delay today and yesterday because of the cold temperatures.
And I feel like I don't remember having that as a kid.
No, I remember having. I don't remember having.
We barely got 2-hour delays.
Right.
We barely got all the teacher work days that they have now.
Well, okay.
To me, it seemed like the kids nowadays, like you said, spend more time at home.
Oh, sorry.
No, they soft. Let's call a spade a spade. They're soft.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell you what happened yesterday?
Absolutely.
So yesterday, it was going to be kids got on the bus, right? It's going to be 29 degrees when I got on the bus. Okay. So I sat them down last night and I talked to them. And I said, you need to put on at least 3 shirts and then your pullover, something to cover your head. It's going to be cold in the morning. They said, okay. I said, are you sure? They said, okay. All 3 of them. This morning, the one that gets on the bus first, come downstairs. I'm going to drive you to the bus stop because it's cold. This is why the kids are so soft. But I'm going to drive you to the bus stop because it's cold. Came down and I looked at him and I noticed that he didn't have a sufficient amount of heft on his body.
Yeah.
Because I can evaluate how many shirts you have from about 5 feet away. So I said, how many shirts you got on? He said, I got on 1 and I got on my hoodie. I said,
okay.
Do you not understand? It's 29 degrees outside. But more than that, we had this conversation last night. I thought we were very clear. This is what you need to put on. Because if you don't, you're going to get sick. And you cannot stay home with me. I'll see your grandparents' house. Something. You're not staying home with me sick because you went out in the cold. So I made him go back and change. We had a longer conversation that I will not go into. Just know that they be trying, man. I don't understand. I don't understand.
My 8th grader, he does the same. Like I almost have a game with myself where he comes down. I was like, all right, what's he wearing today? What is it? 30 degrees outside? sweatpants, and a short sleeve shirt. I know it. And those Crocs. Sure enough.
Or flip flops. I'm like, yo,
yeah,
you're gonna have gangrene on your toes. What are you doing?
I'm like, you know what? Sometimes I'm like, you know what? Go for it. And then, you know, some days
Don't
he'd
need
be
them
like,
toes.
he'd be like, you know what, Dad, it was really cold. I was like, I bet. And I
Look
don't
at
care.
you.
And I don't care how close we live to the school. I'm not bringing you a change of clothes. You're gonna rock them clothes all day.
Absolutely.
And I'll see you when you get home.
Absolutely.
You won't do it again.
I agree.
Oh boy. Hard lines.
I don't
Hard
have
lines
those
in the
issues.
sand.
I don't have those issues.
You know what? I need to get on y'all plan. It's my kids be calling me in the middle of the day like I don't work.
Look,
can you bring me?
Look, this is me. Them calling. I'm like, yeah, he's cold.
Nah.
He'll be all right.
You'll live.
All I get is to bring Chick-fil-A to the school for lunch.
I get that too. Like, yo, Chick-fil-A is expensive.
Yeah, that's my daughter.
Like, I love you, but
aside from it being expensive, I'm at work. I'm not your
Uber Eats too.
I got stuff.
I'm not your Uber Eats guy.
Yeah.
What?
You are the delivery driver. I don't even know why you acting like you're not Mr. DoorDash.
Hey,
no,
yeah, you're the pusher, man.
I'm not.
They need it on time.
No, they'll be all right.
Eat that school lunch that I'm paying for. That y'all not even school to eat.
Exactly. You gonna eat that mystery meat and like it?
The pink goop.
I'm trying not to cough into the microphone, but you're not making it easy.
Just saying, it's either mystery meat or MREs, one of the two.
Hey, the MREs, look, when they got the Skittles in them, oh, that's a good one.
I actually had one during the break.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Nobody knows what you guys are talking about. But y'all, can you please explain to the general public what MREs, you're referring to?
Yes. So MREs are meals ready to eat. From my background, I know of them from the military, and it's what they go on deployment with. And so when they're in certain situations, they're able to just take it out, and it's packed with a bunch of calories and a bunch of salt. And they eat, and to the point to where, how do you heat them up? They have this little element in it where you put water and you put the bag in there and you just let it sit there for, you lean it against a rock or something, and it warms it up, and you open the pouch and you scoop it out and eat it. So they got like lasagna, spaghetti, macaroni and cheese and stuff like that. And they also have drink powders. So you have, coffee, you have cocoa, you have Gatorade, and then you have like a snack. So some of them have like Hershey's bars, M&Ms, and then the rare ones are the Skittles. So if you find a Skittles in there, it's a real treat.
Or a muffin top.
They call them MREs as opposed to CAUs. Cool and unusual.
Oh my god!
As in a punishment? Why would you do that to people?
Know what? I'm trying to find the picture I took of the one I had. I believe it was meal 14.
I'm
sorry. Oh, here it is. Got it.
Wait a minute, Dominic. He said meal 14. Does that resonate with you? Do you know what meal 14 is?
Sorry, menu 17. Menu 17.
Menu 17.
Clear.
So they're also numbered. So that's, if you memorize the numbers, you know what it is. Was it maple pork sausage?
Yes.
There's so much wrong right now.
Do not knock it to your
show. Don't knock them. This is.
I'm sorry.
Some of them aren't bad.
Out of the park. I'm not saying they're not bad, but I'm knocking them. I am knocking them. I understand. Ironically, I've had MREs. It's been like 30 years, but I've had them, and they're not bad. They taste some of them taste good, actually.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the weird thing about it. Some aren't as bad as you would think.
But my question: why would you have them stateside? I don't like.
So they have a shelf life, and I mean, they make a bunch of them. Like, you can get them from the army surplus, like the military surplus store from wherever.
Oh, I'm aware. Why would you get them?
Just in case.
You know what? The way things are going in this world right now,
Absolutely.
We don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
Plain and simple. We don't know what's going on. It actually doesn't hurt to have a box at the house.
So, so logically, what you're saying is, if the world is going to hell in a handbasket, MREs are definitely a useful resource.
Absolutely.
I
I don't see
mean,
no handbasket. Um,
Ken folk
I
gotta
don't
eat.
see no hand.
So,
Huh? What is that?
Ken folk gotta eat.
That's true too. I get you. I get you. I get you. Let me ask this.
It wasn't as bad as you think it is.
Oh no, I remember them being actually pretty good.
Hmm.
Like I remember them being pretty good, and I was going, all this in one bag?
Yo, they do pack it in there too.
Even all these flavors in one bag.
Yeah.
This is a feat of engineering that was unimaginable, I guess, for quite some time. Oh man, Dominique, can you tell us about your Florida trip?
Oh man. So my son had a football tournament, FBU Football University. He had a tournament down in Naples, Florida this year, and apparently,
Nice.
yeah, it was a unique experience because this was my son's first year playing, and he had late notice. We had a lot of late notice because their tournament was the last to happen in the entire country, I believe. And so what happened was we had to hurry up and book our tickets, not plane tickets, but I mean like tickets for the games, and then also had to book where we were gonna stay. And so they had like, you know, your usual they had a host hotel, which was the Great Wolf Lodge in Naples, and it just opened in September. So it was a relatively brand new
So you, on short notice, traveled to Florida and
yes.
stayed in a brand new Great Wolf Lodge.
Don't you start.
It'll
You
write
start.
itself.
Don't you
It'll
start.
write itself.
Don't you start.
Go on. Go on.
Anyway.
Glad we're here.
Anyway.
Hey, Jason, Dominique, how'd you get to Florida?
We drove. It was a 12-hour drive
12-hour drive
from Charlotte to Naples.
How much stops you had to charge? The Tesla.
No, plug that back in.
That's interesting. I didn't drive the Tesla. Yeah, I did. I didn't.
No electricity on the highway.
No electricity this time.
So what was your mode of transportation?
So you rented a car?
No, I didn't rent a car.
So you just stole a car?
It's close to the truth, but no, I didn't steal it.
What? Wait, what?
So you didn't rent one, you didn't buy one yet, you didn't steal one. So I forgot. You just went to your family garage and picked out a car and just drove it. My bad. I forgot about it.
That's more.
Those of you that don't know.
That's more closely what happened. I called my dad. And I was like, my dad. So my dad he's retired military, so he's got like 3 cars himself. His fiance, she has a car. His fiance's mother, she has a car. So, and then he has a work truck as well. So, you know, he has like a Hyundai Palisade that he only drives for specific trips. Like if he shut up. if he's going more than like 100 miles, he pulls out the Palisade and that's what he takes. So of course he wasn't using it. And I was like, hey, you mind if I use the Palisade to get your grandson down to his football game on late notice?
Put a grandkid in there.
I had to.
The little guilt card.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, your grandson has a football tournament that he really wants to go to, and I don't mind driving him. Now the downside was it cost me like $50 every time we stopped to fill the thing up. You know what I can do with $50? $50 is how much it cost me to charge one car a whole month.
Oh, and for those of you that don't know, if you're new here, it's okay. Dominic is referring to the multiple Teslas that he owns. Go on, keep going.
Just two.
That qualifies as multiple.
Oh, whatever.
Barely. 2 that he claims on his taxes.
Barely.
I'm saying.
Barely.
I gotta bring people up to speed. You never know. They might be new here.
True. But essentially,
Cybertruck on order.
I do not. I wish, but I don't. But
I heard they're not selling very well.
They're not. And that's an opportunity for me. I'm just sitting back, waiting. and just biding my time. But back to the trip. We get down there, 12 hours, but I stopped in Jacksonville for a few hours to take a nap. So, because I left like right after work on like a Tuesday. And so we just drove down to Jacksonville, which was like the halfway point anyway. I had my godmothers down there and whatnot. We woke up, kept going. And it is a beautiful, beautiful hotel. Along with the fields is Paradise Sports Complex, Paradise Space Coast Complex. And
Nice.
it is,
Sounds dope.
it's got to be like 10 football fields, which also double as soccer fields. And they have one stadium where you play like the big games and whatnot, and like this beautiful board and all that. Man, it is really nice. If your kids are into football, and apparently FBU, it is nationwide. So they have like this team from Utah came down.
Yeah.
Freaking Utah. They were actually reigning. They were the reigning champions from the year prior when they were in 7th grade. So it was a whole thing, man. It was really nice. But yeah, it was a good experience. My son's team, they lost every game, but they went out there and fought really hard. It was something to watch. And my son, the experience, he had a good time.
As long as they put in the effort.
Yeah, they did.
That is wonderful. Allow me to ask, what conclusions did you come to after you finished your trip? Because I believe we had a conversation during which you said that you had come to a conclusion that you were unprepared for.
Well, not necessarily unprepared for. I knew it was probably going to come, but that trip kind of just really brought it home. So the only reason why I had this, just to let you know, the only reason why I had this revelation was because it was me, and starting out, it was me and all 4 of my kids. My wife,
that's right, because you flew your wife and the other kids down. Yeah, go ahead.
No, only my wife flew down.
My bad.
Wait, she didn't take the drive with you?
Not on the way down, because she had like work and some other things to do. So she flew down.
She's hopped on the flight.
So I had right. So I was in the car with me and the 4 kids, and yeah, we went down, and of course it was actually, when Dad's supervising the trip, a lot of things go smoothly. Bathroom breaks, eating, we're doing it at this, I don't do the in between gas stop. Hey, I'm hungry, or I need to pee.
You took them hostage. So you took them hostage.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Absolutely. 100%.
So we're stopping. I don't have to use the bathroom. You might want to, because we're not stopping again. When? Ever.
100%.
We're not stopping again ever.
And then on top of that, whenever we did stop to get something to eat after gassing up, the kids are like, yeah, I'm thirsty. I'm like, no, nope. You're not going to drink that. We have about 3 hours for you to get there. You're going to
learn today.
You're going to drink it within the 2 hours. So by the time we get to the destination, then you can use the bathroom. So yeah, but it was fun. But yeah, one of the realizations I had was just the fact that my son, he's in 8th grade, football. Pretty sure.
A lot of words here, people. Go ahead.
Shut up. And then my daughter, she's about to turn 9, and she plays travel softball. And there's probably not sure exactly how this season's going to go, but we'll wing it and see how it goes. But she has a lot of years left in her sports. And then I have 2 younger ones. That's Mozzie, who is turning 4. And is he turning 4? He's turning 4.
Jason.
No, he's turning 5. Yeah, he's turning 5. And then shut up. And then Moray, he's turning 4. No, he's turning 3. That's right. It is.
He's bringing out the kids. He's trying to soften them up. Go ahead.
And we don't know what they're going to get into. So it's probably about that time that I start looking into getting an SUV. I hate y'all so much.
You wait. Did you say you got 2 Teslas and you're thinking about getting a Suburban?
There's something along those lines, either Suburban or Yukon XL.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
Oh my God.
All right.
So I have to ask you this question though. Since you have, multiple Teslas, why didn't you take the Model Y? It has a 3rd row.
Whoa. 3rd row is being very generous. Yes, it does have 6.
Factual though.
It is factual. Yes. It is a 7-seat vehicle, but for a 12-hour drive, it's not feasible.
So in other words, what you're saying is that there's a Tesla and then there's a Suburban. And although Teslas are, what's the word I'm looking for? Very functional. Their functionality is the word, it starts with an L, limited. Limited for your needs.
All cars are limited because I mean, even if I had a Civic, it's just not practical for me to drive a Civic.
I said limited.
With me and 4 kids.
I said limited for your needs. I'm not talking about everybody.
No, not limited for my needs. Limited for that specific need,
which would be one of, you know what? You're right. For that specific need. Go on.
That specific need, and that came out of nowhere anyway. So, with that being said, and I knew this going into it. What's up, Sherelle? How you doing? And please get your son. Please get your husband because he tripping.
You know what? Dom doesn't know.
No.
He's about to get a Denali. He's about to get a Denali. Probably Yukon XL too. Why? Because his wife really wants a Cadillac. I know you want a Cadillac. I've been trying to help you. But the Denali,
where's that
Yukon XL? It's so much better, right? It's better for your money. Less electrical problems, same engine. It's going to be great.
What electrical problems have I had? My ownership experience with my
slow down,
have been 100% flawless.
Slow down.
Don't jinx yourself.
We're not talking about electrical problems with the Tesla. I'm talking about electrical problems with the Escalade. That's why you're getting the Yukon Denali.
Oh, I'm not only because an Escalade is just. I've seen those prices.
You don't have to be defensive. It's okay. I mean, we know you got it. You're choosing to get a Yukon XL.
An Escalade? No, I don't want it.
He's trying to humble himself.
Yeah, he is. And he's doing an okay job with it. It's okay. It's right.
Y'all are crazy.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna get off the dummy say it real quick.
But no, it was just an experience, and looking at it, I was like, okay, 12-hour drive. I didn't even want to do that in the car that I drove, honestly. But regardless, it was like, well, I don't feel like adding X amount of charging stops or even putting the miles on either my wife's car or my car. Now, if it was me and my son, it probably would have been somewhat of a thing where I said, okay, do I really want to drive my car or do I want to drive my wife's car? Oh boy.
Go for you. Go, Jason. Go.
Question. So you didn't want to put the mileage on you or your wife's car, but Pops, he doesn't mind.
He doesn't. That's what the car's for.
Like 8 cars. He's good.
That's what the car is for. That's the only time
your car is for.
Ever, Your Honor, I would like to submit a sworn affidavit here. Here you go. Right now, in this affidavit, it does detail a conversation that Dominique and I had, during which Dominique said that he enjoyed the ride down in the Palisade much more than he ever thought he would, which is why he was considering a Suburban.
Hold on.
That is to be put into evidence. Evidence 1B. 1B. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. All right.
As a long distance road tripper, yes, it was fun.
Hey, I just make sure we're all on the same page, baby. All on the same page. You know what I mean?
Now, Dom, have we not been telling you for a decent amount of time now that you should have at least one gas-powered vehicle in your fleet?
Well, you have. And I understood that even before we went completely electric. I thought about, should we have one gas-powered vehicle? And for our day-to-day lives, no. For road tripping, probably. But we don't road trip like that. So the only other road trip that we've taken before in December, taking my son down to Naples, was a trip that we made that pretty much around that same time last year when we went to Orlando to get on our cruise.
So it sounds like you need to reschedule the private jet's maintenance, because getting the maintenance during the beginning of the year doesn't work for you.
Wait, what? Hey, man. More money, more problems.
So I mean, it just hasn't come up for us to road trip a lot for me to be like, oh, well, I really, really need. And plus, I mean, most of like I said, we drive EVs because of the savings and the maintenance, which we haven't had much of any over the last 3 or 4 years of ownership. But looking long term, it's like, well, and me and my wife, we were talked about and said, yeah, if we do have to go out of town, we would either rent something. But like I said, in this instance, in such short notice, my dad was the best rental.
Look, before we move on, let me say this. That Tesla has allowed you to save so much money, so much money on gas that you can afford a Yukon XL. All right, so let me say this before we get on to the shout outs. Yo, so over Christmas, unfortunately, I don't have a story like Dominique's. I do have a story though, right? Much lower budget. I want to go see my parents. When I tell y'all, I had the best fried chicken I've ever had in my entire life. Okay, so
was it Popeyes?
Okay, here's the thing. It's a fried chicken place that is only found in the state of Louisiana. It's called Southern Classic. When I tell you it was the best fried chicken I've ever had in my entire life. It was so good. Let me tell you how good it was. Well, it's not okay. Not only found in the state of Louisiana, there is a Southern Fried Chicken in Tyler, Texas. Let me tell you how good that chicken is. Tyler, Texas is almost 3 hours away from me, right? It's like 2.5 hours. That fried chicken was so good that the day after I got back from seeing my parents, I almost drove to Tyler to get some fried chicken. That's how good it was. Like,
it's actually called Southern Classic Chicken.
I've had fried chicken. Remember, it is better. It is easily better than Popeyes, better than Bojangles, better than KFC.
Whoa.
Name a fried better than Church's. Easily. No.
Anything's better than Church's for taste. The Church's, you go for crispiness for Church's.
No.
You go for pockets.
Name your favorite Chinese food place that has fried chicken.
I don't really
better than that place. Chinese. Better than that place. When I tell you it has the best fried chicken I've literally tasted. I'm talking, and I've been to, just for reference, I've been to every state on the East Coast, every last one of them. Matter of fact, I've been to almost every state with exception of Illinois, east of the Mississippi. And I've had fried chicken in 75% of those states. Chain, small business, cooked in the kitchen. Southern Classic beats them all.
Well, honestly, we already have to disqualify anything above Virginia as far as fried chicken because they just don't do it right.
Okay, if you want to shoot shots at north of the Mason-Dixon line, that's fine. I'm not. What I am going to say though is, they should give you a free year's supply. I would settle for them delivering chicken that I bought. I don't care. I told my mom, next time I come back, on my way out, I'm going to buy 2 boxes of Southern Classic. I'm going to eat one in the car. I'm going to take one home with me, and I'm going to freeze dry it so that I can cook it again and eat it. That's how good it is. Anyhow.
So that's not completely far-fetched. We used to do that when I used to come visit. When KFC had the honey barbecue wings,
and here's the thing, Dominique, I remember the honey barbecue. $5. You get 6 wings, you get fries, you get a drink. I remember it because that was the struggle. Actually, that was not the struggle. That was a luxury meal. Because the struggle meal was $2.99 at Mrs. Winter's. You get 3 pieces, a fry, a drink, and a dessert. That was a struggle meal. The KFC joint, that was a luxury meal. Jason?
There is one place better than Southern's Classic Chicken or whatever you call it.
I'm listening.
He said whatever you call
Price's Chicken Coop.
Ooh. It's better than Price's.
No.
I have been to Price's multiple times.
How dare you?
Listen.
Where that? Here you go.
Flag.
Flag on the play.
You know me. You know I like to eat. And if you know, like I know, I'm not saying I'm a fried chicken connoisseur. I will say that of the 25 states east of the Mississippi, I've had fried chicken in probably about 20 of them. Probably about 6 times a piece. Okay. So I'm no novice to fried chicken. I used to have a guy living with me that worked at Bojangles. So I would get fresh Bojangles every night. Every night. I'm familiar with it.
I think
I'm
it's,
not talking about Bojangles.
I think he's been gone too long. And we can't say anything about Price of Chicken Coop because of the fact that Price of Chicken Coop is no longer with us.
It's out of business. Okay. Here's the thing.
No.
Here's the thing, Jason. Here's the thing. The shrimp boat is the closest that you're going to get to Southern Classic. And this is from a man that was introduced to shrimp boat and then went to shrimp boat easily once a month because he used to work gas on you. And I used to go spend like $45 at shrimp boat and take it home. Right? I know shrimp boat very well. And I'm familiar with their fresh chicken because they get it fresh and they cook it there fresh.
You introduced me to shrimp boat. I know.
Huh?
You introduced me to shrimp boat. I know.
Dude. And you know how I felt about shrimp boat. You know how I felt about shrimp boat. Boy. Boy. Ooh, shrimp boat will take you from a XL to a double XL. Quickly. Like that. Yes. Hands down. But yes, I had it. I'm just letting y'all know. Next time I go, you might get a package in the mail that's like overnight, right? It's gonna be real cold because it's gonna be one piece of chicken. Because that's how much of a terrorist I am. I'm gonna send you one piece of chicken just to prove my point. Because you're gonna eat it and you be like, I wish I had more. And I'll be like, I told you.
It's better than Price's Chicken Coop though, for real.
No lie.
No. So
Price's Chicken Coop set the bar.
Exactly.
In
so
Charlotte.
For anybody who does not know what Price's Chicken Coop is, it is a restaurant that used to be here in Charlotte. And this is how good it was. It was so good. They didn't take debit cards. You had to bring cash. They were laundering drugs in there. I don't care what you say.
Price was like, card? Let's go to the ATM. We're not shrimp boat like that too.
They had an ATM in the lobby.
They had an ATM in the lobby.
And
ATM in the
cards.
Look,
it was a hole in the wall.
With a $3 fee on it. With a $3 fee on it.
And that line was like wrapped around the block.
Charge it to the game.
And that line was wrapped around the block because nobody cared. It was crack in that flour.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. 100%.
It was 100%. Crack in that flour.
100%. Yeah. And the gizzards? The gizzards were on point.
Yeah,
so we're gonna forgive Steve because he's been gone from Charlotte too long.
No. Prices was good. Hey, I'll be back in Charlotte in June, more likely than not. Okay,
nah, bro.
But I'm here to tell you. I've had chicken all over Charlotte. Shrimp boat's the closest you're gonna get to Southern Classic, buddy. It's the closest you're gonna get.
You know what?
Matter of fact, and Dominique, if you haven't had shrimp boat, then you can't even be in this conversation. I'm telling you that right now.
You know what? That's perfectly fine because actually on my YouTube channel, I'm gonna start doing food reviews. So I guess that's gonna be my first stop.
Okay.
That's gonna be my first stop.
Take cash.
Cash.
Yeah.
They don't take card.
Oh, Jesus.
Just like prices. You know how you get there and you be like, you don't take card? I don't think I'm gonna eat it. They be like, we don't care.
Southern Classic better than Chicken Coop.
That's a wild accusation, man. I don't know. That's a wild accusation, man.
I was on the way home from Shreveport like this. Ooh. You might need to turn around, go back. You need to turn around, go back. But all right. So that's the catch up. We got two big shout outs. I got two big shout outs because I wrote the show notes and they edited some of them, just not this part. I got two big shout outs. First, we can all agree that we need to shout out Netflix because they did not drop the ball on the Beyoncé Bowl when Beyoncé performed. We all thought that that their live stream was going to go down. We knew it was going to.
I mean, because it went down like weeks prior for the Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah, with Tyson fight. Yeah. But it went off without a hitch. Christmas Day game for NFL is a thing. That big shout out because I thought they were going to screw that up.
Yeah, okay? that was a big test for them.
That's number one. Second shout out goes to Joseph Robinette Biden. I don't know if Robinette is his middle name, but I'm gonna call him that because he needs a shout out. Let me tell you why. Tomorrow, the finishing touches are going to be put on a new consumer Consumer Protection Bureau regulation that will remove medical debt from your credit report.
Hey, let's go.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No lie. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. That's how I felt when I read it. I was like, bro, you need to run commercials on this. Yep.
So
the average American is supposed to see an increase 20 to 30 points. Yep.
Interesting. So can we talk about how Biden in his last few weeks in office, he's just like, I don't care.
See, this is why you come in. You come in for this content. I mean, he cares, but he's
just doing whatever. Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna impeach me?
I mean, the pardoning was a little reckless, and the medals of honor.
Well,
you see, who he gave the medals of honor to? He was like, "All my friends, come to my house. I got something for you."
But let's put it this way. Let's put it in perspective. I don't think he actually would have pardoned Hunter if the Democrats would have won. But because you know who won, he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this." Because
y'all didn't want me. That's okay. Come on, we're going home, Hunter. We're going home.
Yeah, I understand.
Back down. We're going home.
Stupid.
Yo, did you read any of the deposition? Yo, he had a woman there talking about, I was with him and we woke up and he rolled over and he did crack. I was like, wait, what? Who rolls over in the morning and their first thought is crack?
Well,
I've known some. No, hold up. I've known some crackheads in my life. Don't get it twisted. I just know that they like to eat too. Not a lot because they're crackheads, but they normally like eat first and then go find the drug paraphernalia. Anyhow,
right?
Is this factual? Has this been fact checked? Like
what? You want the link? Yeah, I put in the watch. Hold on. Give me a second.
Drop the link. Link or it didn't happen.
What's his medical?
No. What we need a fact check on is this. I've been seeing this for like the last couple of hours. They're saying Trump is announcing his plans to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
Man, first of all,
like, bro,
we the only place in the world that's gonna be calling it the Gulf of America. Okay,
exactly. Like you think the Mexicans are gonna be like, oh yeah, that's Gulf of America? It's like no. Like this is unnecessary. I'm sorry. Like this is extremely unnecessary.
He's being,
Now I was going down a rabbit hole the other day, and they said that if Canada, United States, and Mexico were to join into one big country, it would easily be like top three.
Why is this even a part of the conversation?
I know.
We all know.
It's just not going to happen with this.
Thank you.
It's not. Now he's trying to buy Greenland from who is it? The Netherlands they own it.
He's not trying to buy Greenland. He's trying to steal Greenland. Greenland is a territory of the Netherlands. They have their own government. They have their own system of everything. They don't. Matter of fact, and if he's not going to make it a state, why have it? We don't. Puerto Rico, they don't get. You don't get the vote if you're in the Virgin Islands. You don't get representation.
We need to start with Puerto Rico.
There's a whole list of things. What's that?
You know why he wants to buy it?
Oil, probably exploration. More like
there's a lot of oil in Greenland.
I mean, I know why he wants to take it. I'm not talking about buy. I know he wants to take it, but I don't.
President or Prime Minister of Greenland already came out and said they're not selling. It's not for sale.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Here's the thing: he ain't trying to buy it. That's a cover. He's not trying to buy it. He's trying to take. Okay, and I believe that it'll never happen. So I don't even spend any time on it.
Hey, if Putin can do it, why he can't?
Nah, man.
We got too many.
There's a larger chasm of things that are possible than the United States acquiring Greenland. Like this, it's Putin taking back Ukraine is kind of like Putin saying, we want our old house back from down the street, right? Because Ukraine used to be a part of Russia a long time ago.
And he's blowing it up while trying to get it back. So good luck with that.
Well, I mean, They're Russians. They have a different morality. Okay,
It's true.
we'll tear it all down and we'll be back up sometime in the future or not. We don't care. But yeah, no. Yeah,
Just be mindful of who we're speaking about, though.
He only has 4 years, which means he only has 2.5 years to screw everything up. If we can delay him for 2.5 years, we'll be fine.
Yeah, but between
I'm dead up. I'm dead serious.
But they're trying to set up Vance, Mr. Couch Guy, Mr. Mascara for the next.
He's got a beard. You tell me the last president that had a beard, and I'll give you $50. You got to be accurate though.
Oh yeah.
Sadly, I think he's right. I don't think any other. Well, Abraham Lincoln.
That's not the last one, but good try. Go on.
I mean, not the very last one, but I mean, a past president. Yes.
No, it's it's a thing that doesn't happen in
Grant. He's on the 50. He has a beard.
Yeah.
It's far and few between. Let's put it that way.
Right. As a matter of fact, he got mutton chops.
Yeah, mutton chops.
But
it don't happen. But it don't look. But it doesn't like. You're not gonna be president with a beard these days. And he wears his beard too often, and he looks like like a I'm not gonna say it. He looks like he's
the child
he deals with A minors.
Yeah,
it looks like he deals with A minors. That's what he looks like without his beard. Okay,
exactly.
G and X, baby, squabble up. Let's go. Those are our shout outs.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this episode. The developments that happened over the.
We 46 minutes in. We all into the meat and potatoes. The question is, what do you want? What we want to laugh about?
I know what you want. I know what you want.
You know what I want to laugh
at.
At
1.5 mil.
Hey, look, Joy Taylor. She over there in Fox Sports tearing it up, literally. She poisoning the well over there. That whole network about to come down.
First of all, Fox Sports straight wilding out, yo. There is, and I know it's the entertainment business, and I know like things happen, but Fox Sports is on some other stuff, man.
They almost on Diddy's level.
Yo, okay. Okay, so what do we know? What particulars do we know? Right? We know that there was a lawsuit filed.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
We know Skip Bayless was a part of it.
Skip Bayless was named. Right? So was, ironically, Joy Taylor.
Ironically.
The head of content for Fox Sports.
Yeah.
Right? And an HR person in Fox Sports. like the head of HR. You know it's bad when the head of HR is named in a lawsuit. Head of HR should never be in a lawsuit.
Yeah,
their entire job is to avoid a lawsuit.
Yeah, that's the whole problem.
You know what though? Maybe they thought that because they are the head of HR, nobody would try them.
Okay.
Well, they were wrong about that. That's for sure. They were wrong about that. The complaint is 42 pages long. I read probably 20 of the 42 pages. If anything in that complaint is true, when I say anything, I mean anything. That woman gonna get paid.
Look, I said it earlier. ESPN is sitting in the cut looking like Death Row Records, like, yo,
ESPN is like, we don't do those things over here.
We're owned by the mouse.
we're in Bristol. We keep this thing morally
real PG. The only R-rated thing that we got is Deadpool and Wolverine. That is it.
That's what they want you to think. Definitely not on the ESPN side, or at least they frown upon it. Yeah. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, a woman, and I forget her name. Whoa, did you guys hear that? I didn't hear that. Anyhow, there's a woman. Don't know what her name is. Well,
it is. Jesus, I just had it up. Hold on.
I was gonna find the name. She assumed
Nushin Faraji.
She's Persian. She's Muslim. She's a hairdresser, right? She's worked at Fox for almost 10 years, right? She was fired recently. However, she was fired recently, and the circumstances of her firing they were contested, right? But now that she's been fired, she has decided to sue And some of the things that she's suing for, that's the best picture you're going to find online of her. I looked. That's the best one. That's the best one. And let me tell you why. She was offered one. It's alleged that she was offered by Skip Bayless $1.5 million to get to know each other biblically. Okay. He wanted to know her biblically. He was like, "I give you 1.5," and she was like, "I don't even like the Bible. I'm Muslim."
I'm using that one.
But the crazy thing about this story is not that she was offered that money. Me and Steve were talking earlier. It was like, wait, Skip got that kind of money to throw around like that?
Okay, first of all, so I had to look it up. We got off the phone, I looked it up. He had just signed, he just come off of signing a 4-year, $32 million contract.
Yeah.
So he had the money. This is after like a 4-year, I don't know, it was like $16 million contract. So he had the money, right? Yeah. Although he had the money, he ain't got no skills. Bro, I don't care. $1.5 million. $1.5 million. I know bros that can pull that off for $1.50. Look, I don't think he's in the position that he thinks he's in. Like that man has a higher regard for himself than he ought to. Like,
look, yo, I don't think government officials pay that much.
Your boy down in Florida don't pay that much. I tell that right now. He only paid like 20 grand. Yeah. Come on.
That's crazy.
And the girl he paid was like 17. Come on, Skip. You hustling backwards, bro.
Skip. What? Come on, Skip.
Here's the crazy part. All right. So she alleges that for 4 years, he was trying to get to know her biblically. And she had been assaulted, SA'd, by another person, the head of content for Fox Sports, who she had found out allegedly was sleeping with Joy Taylor, which is how allegedly Joy Taylor got the Undisputed show as the anchor. This is all allegedly, right? Now, ironically, Joy was married. He was married. Like, Skip is married. All of this. Skip is married.
Yeah, he talks about his wife all the time.
I forgot all about that.
Clearly, he don't talk about her enough. If you talk about her enough, he'd have never said 1.5. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But so she sued him. She also sued him because they fired her all after, like, she went out on leave. They didn't pay her all the money that they were supposed to pay. They didn't pay her like fees and stuff, and it was a whole bunch of stuff.
Is this a harassment lawsuit, or is this more of a wrongful termination?
It's a sexual harassment lawsuit. It is a wrongful termination lawsuit. It is a class action wage discrimination lawsuit.
A class action.
Those are the three that I can remember off the top of my head. When I tell you the last 20 pages of the complaint outline, I think it's like 12 different potential classes that could join in with her against Fox, on top of the sexual assault allegations.
She got a good lawyer.
This starting to sound like a 9-figure lawsuit.
If anything in that complaint is true, to which I have to remind you, in the lawsuit, it says that she has a recording of Skip Bayless in her dressing room, propositioning her. If any of that is true, they're going to be paying her. She's never going to have to work again. If anything that she has in that thing is true, not going to have to work.
You know, the funny thing about that, because I heard about the part where she was like, yeah, she went to dinner with what's
Joy, the head of and the head of content. Yes,
and their significant others. And then they said,
that's a different dinner.
And then they said shortly after that, Joy and her husband got divorced because he found out.
No. They were not married yet. They were going to get married. He was going to call it off, but the dude said he was going to pay for the wedding. So they went ahead and got. I think they got married and then they got divorced, something like that. Bro, when I tell you, you read through the complaint, you be like, y'all can't be this stupid.
Absolutely not.
The side dude was going to pay for their wedding.
Yeah.
So that, it don't come out.
No.
Right? And this is the guy that Joy Taylor allegedly slept with to get the Undisputed show. It's also alleged, and these people are named in the suit, that she slept with Emmanuel Acho as well.
Yes.
Like, it's so...
Yo.
So like, was Victor Newman going to be the officiatory at the wedding, or like, because there's some Young and the Restless mess going on right here,
bro.
Dude.
If you know anything about Young and the Restless, straight up.
And the crazy thing is, and you know what's weird? The optics of how Joy moves around the shows, because she was with on Calvin Cowherd's The Herd. That's when I first saw her.
Yeah.
She moved to the Herd after, if I remember reading this correctly, after Shannon left and Undisputed went down for another, like they call it the speaker, so whatever they call it, right? She moved over there, and she took the hairdresser with her. Yeah. And then a year after that, the hairdresser that had been with her like a year on Colin Cowherd, and then for 4 years on Undisputed, she was like, I need a black person to do my hair. And she went and got like 2 black people to do her hair. Yo, allegedly. Sorry.
That's about right.
I almost missed it. Allegedly. So if any of this is true, it's all bad. I think Joy Taylor, the memes are that Joy Taylor's, the reason why Skip and Shannon fell out from Skip's side is because Skip was 100% sure that Shannon slept with this woman. And he wanted his turn. And she was like, I never slept with Shannon. I'm not going to sleep with you. Soap opera. That's in the complaint. It's literally printed in the complaint. I was like, I don't understand. Stupid. I don't understand. I don't understand how you have $1.5 million to blow and you still are this ineffective at wooing women. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
1.5, that's a lot of hush money.
But it is.
Clearly it ain't enough. Clearly it ain't enough.
My question is, if you do give somebody that money, does taxes come out, or are you giving it to them in cash?
Bro,
it's a gift.
I give you 1.5. I'm 1099.
No, you can't give it as a gift because you can't give it as a gift because of the fact that everybody can only gift up to $1 million in their lifetime.
Okay, see, Dominique, listen.
How do you know that?
Don't worry about how I know that.
Dominique, listen. You are pure of heart. I know some people that are not pure of heart. She wasn't going to get a check for $1.5 million. She was going to get a paycheck from an LLC for $1.5 million. She's going to get 1099. That's what I'm trying to tell you was going to happen.
But she still got to pay tax on 1099.
That's between her and the government. Between her and the government, bro.
She's saying Uncle Sam is the pimp.
At 1.5, you tax at 37%.
Hey, if you making 80, what's 37% of what you don't got?
Cash.
Then you going to jail.
Cash.
Because you know what's going to happen? You're going to buy something, and the IRS is going to say, you can't afford that. Let's go ahead and look through your finances. Then you're going to be pleading out.
I was gonna say something, but I don't want to incriminate myself, so I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Let's move on there. Did anybody watch Jamie Foxx comedy special?
Yeah, I did.
Say what now? I'm sorry.
Did anybody watch the Jamie Foxx comedy special?
I did not.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, you say good things because I have bad things.
Well, it was nice to see him.
That's the best you got.
Was it that bad?
It was.
That man died.
It was nice.
That man almost died, and that's the best you got.
I'm glad he's okay, and we got to see him again. Now, the best part to me was when his daughter came out with the guitar, and they were, kind of jamming a little bit. But I mean, if you're used to Jamie Foxx and his comedy specials, like how you know them, no, that's not it. That one's not it. I'm not saying it's not. It was like I said, it was nice. Don't be trying
to parse. Say it with your chest. Say it with your whole. I'm about to say it with my whole chest.
It was nice to see him, but it wasn't funny.
Bro.
It wasn't funny.
Bro. and I love Jamie Foxx.
I do, yeah.
I still own and possess Jamie Foxx CDs. Yes.
I don't know why he owns CDs, but he's by himself, guys.
I don't know why you own the Tesla, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, what I'm here to tell y'all is,
stop.
He said, I got a comedy special. And when I clicked on it, it said comedy special. And I watched the whole thing. And you know what I didn't see?
A comedy special.
Comedy. I didn't see no comedy.
Yeah, he stole that Netflix money. Let's put it that way.
I know. No, that's a part of his deal. He got like an 8-picture deal. So this is just one of them.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm fine with what he did for Netflix, right? Because he has an audience, and his audience enjoyed it. I know multiple people that enjoyed it. And I would be remiss if I said that if I watched it and it did not have comedy special on it, I might have actually enjoyed it. However, I watch comedy. I pay for comedy in person. I pay for comedy electronically. I watch comedy. I watch comedy a lot. I've watched all of Jamie Foxx's stand-up.
Yeah.
This was not funny. It just wasn't. It was something else, but funny it was not. So, and it has value as what it was. I'm not saying it doesn't.
Just don't label it as a comedy special.
Yeah, and he did explain what happened, which is why we all watch. We want an explanation, right? Which is why some people are satisfied with it. I came for the comedy. I wanted to laugh. I did not have the opportunity.
So long story short, what made him sick? Like, what happened?
He had a stroke, dude.
Oh.
He had a stroke, like a massive stroke.
Yeah.
Like the tagline for the show was Atlanta saved my life. And he details how if he were not where he was, and if his sister had not done what she did when she did, he would have died because of the stroke.
Oh, okay? Wow.
He had to relearn how to walk and all that good stuff, right?
And the crazy thing is he didn't, it's like he's relatively healthy. And yet still had a stroke.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's okay. Real talk, people, don't let this life kill you. Like there's nothing in life that is so stressful that it requires you to kill yourself. Like stress will kill you, right? And Jamie Foxx, even in all of his glory, if you will, still had an unreasonable amount of stress in his life. I don't know if it was lifestyle. I thought it was like tied to drugs, right? Him giving a drug that he wasn't, familiar with, right? That was not the case. He just had a stroke, or at least he didn't detail any of that. But suffice to say, like, I get it. Life's stressful, but don't die out with stress, because stress is gonna be here whether you're here or not. Like you dying because it's stressful only means that you're not gonna be here to help deal with the problem. And plus, I mean, it's life. Live it, enjoy it. It's stressful. You find a way to get past the stress. Don't let it kill you, right? Make sure you all are saying allegedly so you don't have a lawsuit. I said allegedly like 18 times. I will say it probably another 18 more times. Thank you, Auntie. But yeah, so, and he really does detail his journey with that. And it was great to hear, because it nails home the point that, life shouldn't kill you. You shouldn't let life kill you. And you should not let life kill you. Right. So there's that. But it just wasn't funny. To me, it wasn't funny. I wish it had been called something else. I wish it had been labeled something else. I wish he had explained it as something else. Yeah. Right. And I would not have been as critical of it. Right. Like if you'd been like, this is my story, not this is my comeback comedy special. Right. Like that don't.
Yeah, comeback comedy special. I thought he was going to come out there blatant. Like, man, I was ready for the jokes. I was like, all right, cool. Get this 10, 15 minutes out the way. Atlanta save your life. Boom, boom, boom. Ha, ha, ha. Boo, hoo, hoo. Wipe your eyes. All right, come on, let's do it.
Here's the other thing, right? I understand under the circumstances, he didn't have time. Let me slow down. I understand that under the circumstances, he did not have time to work out his material in ways that he normally would have because of the condition that he was in. I fully appreciate that. However, that's what you are supposed to do as a comedian when you're putting together a comedy special, right? You work this material out so that when it goes out worldwide, it's a thing, or you call it something else, right? And we would have been fine with it. We still would have watched it. I still would have watched it.
Yeah.
Still would have watched it.
Yeah.
Just, So I'm glad that he's back. I hope that, hey, did you see, you notice a difference in the way that he moves now?
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's noticeable. I also noticed that same thing happened with Martin. Right. I was watching Bad Boys.
Martin did have his too.
I was watching Bad Boys 4 and I was going, we don't know what Martin had.
Yeah.
Like they haven't
told us the same thing.
Well, it's like a heat stroke though.
We think it was the same thing, right? There hasn't been any wide press release about it, right? Not like Tracy Morgan, right? Tracy Morgan is different than he was because he got in a car accident, right? Martin, something happened. We don't know, but we know he ain't the same.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right. You know he ain't the same. And so I was watching him going, I hope he can be, what he was. Like I saw it when I was watching, they cloned Tyrone, right? In some of the later filmed scenes, right? You can tell that he's a little bit different than when the movie started shooting, whatever. But I mean, it's good as long as you don't go into it. It's watchable as long as you don't go into it thinking it's a comedy special.
Yeah.
And it is on Netflix. So check it out. Let us know how you received it. Now that we've knocked it down a peg, you're probably going to enjoy it a whole lot. That's the purpose of what we do. Not the purpose, but it's a result of what we do.
So you would recommend it as a must-see or just a casual watch?
If you're a Jamie Foxx fan, you should watch it so that you can be aware and have him tell his story.
Okay.
That's the base. He has a fan base, right? That's why he could do that. That's why Netflix paid for that. If you're a part of that fan base, you should watch it. It is for you.
Now, personally, I would want to see more. Like I always enjoyed after he did his comedy his specials, and he would be on the piano just goofing around with people. I enjoyed that. That was pretty good. That stuff is pretty good. Even this wasn't necessarily like that, which I get, but I personally would like to see more of him doing that, even if he can still play the piano. So it's like, dude.
Oh yeah.
I want you to do some more of that.
Also, side note, I can look at him and I can tell it's affected him because I'm looking at his impressions as well. Like old Jamie Foxx and new Jamie Foxx, of course, are two different people, but he hasn't gotten to the point where he is back where he was with impressions, right? That he's not there. He's good. He's better than most.
Yeah,
but he's not what he was, right? It's like watching Michael Jordan after he sliced his finger open with that cigar cutter, allegedly. I mean, I got a theory on that too, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyhow, before we transition, can we talk about some foolishness? If I gave you $100,000 for every kid that you could knock out in the ring at one time, how many would you choose to put in the ring with you?
12-year-olds ring at one time?
12-year-old in the ring at one time. Now you got to knock all of them out. You got to put all of them out, or you don't get no money.
Have me right now, or have I been to the gym and getting back in shape
right now?
Probably about 5 or 6.
Are they all in the ring at the same time? Or they?
Yes, they're all in the ring at the same time.
Right.
All in the ring at the same time.
Yeah,
and either you go down or they go down.
Yeah, probably about 6.
All in the ring at the same time. 10.
My man. I was thinking 13, 14, dude. Come on.
At least 10.
That's a lot of energy, man.
The main thing is you get them on the ground and start stomping on them.
But you got others in the ring with you, though. That's the thing.
Oh, no.
You're swinging.
No.
As long as you get them on the ground.
You're using fists, elbows, knees, and kicks.
Everything.
Y'all are going 12-year-olds? 12-year-olds. Bro. Because you got, look, okay. Look. We're only going to spend another 4 minutes on this. Check this out. First, you got to knock the first two out. They got to get knocked out because you got to get the rest of them to like be like, oh my gosh, right?
Yeah, the shock
right.
value, yeah.
And then the next one, you bring them close and you start dispatching them in a way that your hands are free, so that the other one that tries to jump you, because you know they 12-year-olds, they see the first two get knocked out, they're gonna try to jump you all at the same time, or at least four of them are. And then the scary ones, they're gonna hang back. You gotta knock the first two out. That third one, you keep punching them and you let them know so your hands are free. You knock, a couple other ones out, right? And
just for the
you gotta
for
do
the audience. No, we don't condone violence against children.
No. This is all a hypothetical.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm sorry. There we go. Had to put a disclaimer up there.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Put that up. But yeah, I don't. That's a lot of energy, man. Especially like knocking them out. Like that's
for 100K,
bro. 13. I'm telling you, I can make it happen.
I'm getting my own 1.5. I'm getting my own 1.5.
Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. They'll be talking about. Look, hey, Jason. They'll be talking about us for decades, man.
We're going in the book.
15
in the books, Hall of Fame.
Shoot.
First 10 went down in 5 minutes. Easy.
This stupid.
Easy. You know, now correct me, gentlemen. As parents, as fathers, do you not sometimes have built up rage towards your children? That just one day you just want to. You just want to let them.
Every parent does.
See, Dom's squinting his eyes. He got some right now. He wants to let
right now.
Look, the trash. He ain't take the trash out in like 3 days, man. And he looks right at it. I'm like, bro, like, what's up?
You walk past the trash one more time.
Like, bro, we gonna square up.
I believe it was on Facebook. The dad just started putting the trash in his room.
No,
just took the bag out and put it in his room.
Hey, don't tempt me.
Look,
I'm serious, and it worked.
Look, I'm telling you where you went wrong. Okay, I'm tell you where you went wrong. Okay, I have a reminder on my phone, right? A reminder on my phone. Once a month, I pick up everybody in the house. Pick them up, put them on my shoulders. Pick them up, spin them around. Pick them up, throw them on the couch. Everybody in the house. Everybody. You want to know why? I need everybody to not forget how this works. Okay. Especially the 16-year-old. He got, what's today? The 7th? He got like 4 more days, right? And so what I know, like, it's hard to pick him up, but you got to do it. You want to know why? I don't want him thinking that just because he's 16, he ain't got to do it.
So
I go to the gun range. They see where I come back with the markers. They see what I can do.
They know you're not gonna shoot them. I mean, that works till they get like what, 13, 14? You're not shooting the girls, you know that. Dude,
no, I would never shoot.
That's such an empty threat, Casey.
Now I do kind of square with my son every once in a while, like when he's off guard, just be like, "Hey, man, look, you think you don't have it yet. You're not there yet."
Yo,
because he's training too. Because we got him a football trainer. He's getting a little bit bigger, and I'm just like, it's all well and good.
Okay, so Dominic, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's gonna backfire. Because I used to do that too, but now that he's about my height. He's like 205. He be coming and you walk in the kitchen, you want to square up and like, hey man, not right now. I'm not in the mood, right? He be like, come on, man. I'm like, and then he'll hit me. I'll be like, hey man, listen. You hit like a grown man. I'm gonna hit you like a grown man.
Fact.
Let's not right now. And then he be squared up because he does his thing. Okay, hold on, let me back up. He does this thing. He walk in the kitchen, he goes. I'll be like, that's not gonna save you. That's not gonna work. I know what it looks like in videos on the street. That don't work.
Right.
So that's what it's gonna come. I'm telling you right now, that's what it's gonna come to. So you need to be thinking ahead, because if not,
no. Like my son already knows. Like when we fight, like I get in submission holds and stuff. Like I'm not gonna sit there and throw a bunch of punches. Like, nah, that's fine. I'm gonna let you throw one, and I'm gonna turn it against you. And we just, it's gonna be a whole thing. So just let you know, no matter how old I get,
just you
I
know,
can still get you.
Pardon me, just you know what's gonna happen. He gonna try to put him in the submission hold, and Mari's just gonna pick him up. And it's going. Matter of fact, it's gonna be a great story. I can't wait. He ain't gonna slam it like he's gonna pick him up to show him that he could.
You gonna look back at it. You done?
Yeah. Hey, put me down. Put me down. You ever had to tell as a grown man somebody else to put you down? It's the most demoralizing thing on the face of the planet. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not gonna tell you how I know. I'm just let you know. It's so demoralizing.
Stupid.
Oh gosh. Oh man.
But yeah, no. There's just some days as parents you just want to let loose and just show them the wrath of God that you grew up with. But unfortunately, this day and age, you can't do that.
Hey, I don't even recognize my father because he come around the kids. I'm like, this is not the rhythm. This is not the man that raised me.
You're a faker. You're a faker. You're a faker.
Where's the abuse?
What have you done with my father? Who's this imposter?
Where's the abuse?
This man is nice. Where was this?
What was this? No, it's not even the grandfather. It's the grandmothers.
That too. That's
what?
I missed the new rules. Like you changed the rules. I don't know what they are. I don't know what's happening. Don't know.
Don't understand. Playbook. We didn't get that playbook.
Right. No. That page wasn't written in the playbook yet.
Clearly. I tell people all the time, I'm not big. I'm just swollen from all the whoopings I got as a kid.
Wow.
He's stupid.
Then they said, I ain't big. I got scar tissue, baby. Woo! She was real good at it. Yo. Okay. Can we talk about it for a minute? Can we talk about being old? All right. So, transition, guys. Yo. I bought the other day, right? My wife was like, I need some aspirin. I was like, all right, I'm going to go to the store get some aspirin, right? Because we are run out, right? It's end of the year. I know we buy it in bulk at the beginning of the year, so I don't have to buy it no more.
Right.
We run out end of the year. Go to the store get some aspirin. And at the store, I saw this thing. It said arthritis aspirin. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. This is time-released aspirin, specifically for people that have joint pain. It's supposed to give you 8 hours worth of relief. And I was like, you know what? I get that. I think I'm gonna get that. I know how it looks. I'm not that old, but I'm gonna get it. Yo, if you don't have some in your house right now, you're losing. I'm telling you this a fact. Because when it
worked for you, it didn't work for me. I'm on prescription.
How much you take?
I'm not gonna say that on
That's why it doesn't work. Your tolerance is all jacked up.
Yeah, I'm on prescription for arthritis.
Somebody gonna knock at his door, be like, "You're on arrest for intended distribute, sir."
Yo, okay. So the ones at the store, they're like $6.
I plead the fifth.
They're like $6.50 a pill, right?
650 milligrams.
Yeah, so you take 2. You take
Jesus
2, and you're
Christ.
good. You can only take 6 over a 24-hour period, man.
In your life.
Are you sure?
Yes.
No, that's false.
Why?
Firsthand, I'm telling you, that's false.
Why? That would have said on the box.
I've taken
them like Skittles.
Never mind. Anyway.
No. Okay. So here's the explanation. The box tells you what the recommended maximum is. Now, I happen to have a pharmacist friend, and she, anytime I want to know, I text her and be like, "Yo, she a family friend. She stop it.
Friend.
My name is not Skip Bayless."
What?
And so, like I text her, and she stop it. And I text her, she'd be like, yeah, but as long as you don't exceed X amount, you're fine, right? So there's like a gray area between what the box is and what your body can actually handle based on your height, weight, and etc. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get it when it's like 6 in 24 hours, and you'd be like, I take 2 every 4 hours. I get it. As long as, like you're prescribed that, or your doctor lets you know you can do that. It's because they've done the calculation, right? That box,
Right.
the stuff on the box is for general purposes because people are dumb. And if you say, if you weigh 200 pounds, you can take 8 in a 24-hour period. Everybody that's like 175 be like, I'm 175. I'm basically 200, and they get to 5 and then they die. That's why. That's why. So, but yeah.
Yeah, people crazy, man. People crazy.
Freak what you heard. I got them. As a matter of fact, we've been sitting here for an hour and 20 minutes. When I get up and get ready to go to bed, guess what I'm going to go do?
Likewise, same.
I don't know. I don't have like a daily regimen. Huh?
You got arthritis?
No.
I pray that you don't.
I mean, when I had that bout with sciatica, I took the medicine for sure, but once I was done, I was like, yeah, no. Like I have stockpiles of old medicine that I used to take. Like I just don't. I don't even like even shut up. Even when I'm sick, my wife's like, yeah, here's some Dayquil, NyQuil. I don't take none of that. I kind of write it out.
Look, you're Jamaican. Y'all don't do that. I get it. It's a cultural thing.
Yeah, we go get the ginger. The ginger and the honey.
You go get. Oh, that's what they call it now. I thought it was another G word.
What? Yes, it's just ginger.
So I have two statements there. First, as Caribbean people, yes, we don't take prescription stuff. However, arthritis pain is a whole different level.
Bro,
I take my prescription.
Bro.
My prescription, like, faithfully.
Because
if not,
I
my
acknowledge
knees.
culturally, we don't do that. And I don't do that at all, except.
Yeah. No. Arthritis pain in both my knees? Yo, no, man.
Bro.
No. Second thing is that stockpile that you have, Dom.
Stop it. That's an offline conversation. It's an offline conversation.
Okay.
Offline conversation. It's an offline conversation. I don't know how many more times I have to say it. It's an offline conversation.
Tesla money.
Look. You know what? Allegedly. All right. Allegedly. Hey man, how y'all feel about your boy Luigi capping that CEO? That was very.
Hold on. Time out.
For those that are listening on radio, there's a disclaimer running at the bottom. It says, disclaimer, all theories being talked about right now, all speculation. Go.
So, I do feel this is what happens when people clap back, when people fight back.
Bro.
I'm not saying he deserved it. I'm just saying personally, he didn't deserve it. But as a CEO of a mega corporation that is probably denying claims and whatnot, and they're probably decent claims for people to actually pay out. I mean,
Hey, they're saying they threw that terrorism charge on it so that they do not have to try the case in front of a jury. I haven't verified that yet.
I believe it.
But I was like, that's number one. Number two, the picture where they paraded him back into New York, you see that man had a fresh cut?
I'm glad you saw that. I'm glad you saw that.
There are only a couple reasons you get a fresh cut in prison. Couple reasons. Couple reasons. Right? They like your boy. Like, he is a man of the people. Okay? And if they put him in front of a jury, he's getting off.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, this is what happens when what's that line in the story? In that it's a line in a movie, and the woman says, how did you think you can make so many people go with so few for so long?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, I get it, y'all are rich. We don't care to be rich. We don't even really want your money. We just want y'all to stop stopping us from getting our money.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not willing to do that, for those of you that don't know, this is a soapbox moment, right? It's on the show notes, soapbox moment. We don't care that people are rich, but we just want y'all to let us play by the rules. And the rules say that when we have an opportunity, we're able to do what we are supposed to be doing. Like the American dream is supposed to be available, right?
Mm-hmm.
When y'all stop playing by the rules, when you ignore all social contracts, when you start to ignore the rule of law, then what you're saying to us is the idea of America is over. And if the idea of America is over, then don't come talking to me about peaceful anything, right? Just because your violence is done with a pen or an email doesn't make it any less violent, right? If you are denying my mother cancer treatment when it should be covered, or you delay it when it should be covered, then your violence is still violence. Don't hide behind, I'm just doing my job, or I'm paid to make my company profitable, or it didn't meet the paperwork requirements.
At some
Don't
point,
hide
it becomes
behind that.
about people and how they're treated.
All I'm saying is, I've gotten to the point in my life where either we playing by the rules or we're not. If we're not playing by the rules, then don't expect me to play by the rules.
Yeah,
okay?
Just let me know.
Like, I'm fully aware of what the rules are, and I'm fine with the rules, even though I didn't make them, even though I know that they are slanted against me. Fine with it. The point that we're not playing by the rules, then don't expect me to play by the rules. Not at all. Like,
you know what movie sums that all up?
Which one?
John Q.
I knew you were gonna say that. And the funny part is, it sums it up in a nice, tidy way.
Yeah.
Nice, tidy way.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yo. But yeah, Luigi.
Hey, man. Do what you got to do. But here's the funny thing about capitalism. It doesn't work without the middle class. And if the middle class was to stand up and do something about it, then it's a problem.
Wrong. That's wrong. It doesn't work without a slave class.
Ooh.
There has to be a class from which there's work and there's payment for that work being robbed to fund the middle class and the ultra rich. That's the only way it works.
Yeah, because I mean, you see all these CEOs. Like, what's this Starbucks CEO? The dude doesn't even live where he works. He commutes like on a private jet. That's too much.
Here's the thing. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that if you're not using prison labor, if you're paying people a livable wage, if you're not denying people the right to unionize. Like, I'm fine with rich people. I don't have a problem with rich people.
Right.
Except for if you're rich at the expense of. Prime example. Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. The three worst economies in the entire nation, right? Their economy is so bad that the way that they fund the government is by leasing out prisoners to fast food restaurants.
Jesus Christ.
So if you ride through Alabama, you ride through Mississippi, you ride through Louisiana, and you stop at Popeyes to get you some subpar chicken, there's a very good chance that the person that's serving you, that the person that's serving you is actually serving time and is getting paid $1.50 an hour to serve you working at Popeyes. They're being leased to these businesses, and not leased, and these prisoners have no say. They don't get to choose what business they go to, and you don't get to call out sick. Like, you got a bad manager, nobody cares because you're leased.
Right.
And it ain't just fast food. They make Victoria's Secret drawers. They put I don't know if they put electronics together. But there's an entire industry built around slave labor from prisons. And if, let's say, the minimum wage is $8.50 an hour, and you're paying the convicts, right? $1.50 an hour, then the company
is paying $7
and the state
to the
and the company and state split the other $6 or $7 as it were.
Right.
It doesn't work without a slave class.
It's true.
So
it's true.
Lease sounds a lot like slavery.
Oh, it does.
It is slavery.
Yeah.
Prison is slavery. It's the only place. It's the only place in the Constitution that slavery is legal. It's the only time that it's legal. Only time, right?
Yeah. It's going to be interesting because I bet after this this incident, a lot more CEOs of healthcare. It's just probably CEOs just in general. You're going to up your security. And I hope they start taking their jobs a little bit more somewhat seriously.
Hey man, you can up your security all you want. I'm here to tell you. At a certain point, unless you got squads,
I mean,
it ain't gonna help.
I mean, then again, the former president, the president-elect, even with Secret Service, almost got
twice.
Yeah. Even though
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Like, well, even though
that put a cap on that. Allegedly.
But yeah, I mean, if people want to reach out and touch you, they're gonna reach out and touch you.
Yeah. The problem is there ain't enough people touching people at the moment.
It's true.
So
this is true.
Yeah, man, Joni, he's probably never going to see trial. He's probably going to die in prison before trial. That's what I think. But,
absolutely.
I mean, it is what it is. Houston just produced a terrorist. The guy that did the New Orleans attack was living in
Cybertruck attack.
No, not that attack. The other one, the one in New Orleans, not the one in Vegas.
The F-150, which was the F-150 Lightning attack.
It was a Lightning.
It was a Lightning.
It was a Lightning.
Okay. Sidebar. That thing moved impressive for a Lightning. God, dog.
That's not funny. It's not funny.
No, that's why I said sidebar.
Yeah.
The truck moved impressive for a Lightning. Like have you seen the video? Like the first-hand account videos of actually when it happened? Yeah. Like that thing moving.
Yeah.
And they were renting.
But yeah, they tried to turn on Turo like the day after the Trump Tesla Cybertruck bombing happened, explosion happened, right? Which is a psyop. People believe it's a psyop, but that's not here nor there. But yeah, no, like homegrown terror. If you don't fix the underlying issue, there's no amount of security that's gonna make you safe. Safety doesn't come from security, right? And you keep inspiring terrorists, you're gonna keep inspiring terrorism. It's gonna continue to happen. Yeah. You got all these soft targets in the United States, man. Look.
Yeah. Domestic terrorism. I mean, it's just like every terrorist, they inspire the others that are on the edge for doing it.
Well, I mean, and the United States is not familiar with terrorism, right? Not in the ways that other countries are. And for all the things that we do, you would think that there would be some thought to how it affects our national security, right? Not in the way of we're going to incite a country to bomb us, but in the way of we are creating people whose solution to their situation is to commit an act of terror, right? Like, prime example, we don't even talk about mass shootings anymore.
No.
There have been 4. What's today's 7th? There have been 4 that I have seen, and we don't even talk about them anymore because we don't care to address the underlying issue, right? There was the mall, there are 2 malls, there was the Christian school shooting, there was another one, I can't remember the details of it. But we're not addressing the underlying issue. I believe that if people were working and get paid actual money, they ain't got time. You got time to shoot people up when you spending money. Like,
right.
I'm making it rain. I ain't thinking about shooting nobody in the face. You know what I mean? If I'm not getting bullied at school, I'm not thinking about shooting up my whole class. Like, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soapbox moment over. I'm done. I'm done with my soapbox. Y'all got it.
No,
Y'all,
I mean, no, you're right. I mean, and I don't know. I've got a thing for school shootings where I just hate the fact that they're happening, and the more and more that they started to happen, and they started, saying maybe some teachers should be armed or whatnot, or trained at least. At first, I was 100% against it, but then I thought about it and I was like, well, I mean, because my wife was a teacher, and seeing as how like in some of these school shootings, the law enforcement doesn't get on site until until something's happened. And I've gotten to a point where I'm like, you know what? If this is how you justify for teachers getting a decent, a decent pay bump or whatnot, not necessarily, I'm not saying all of them. And I do think, they should be, psych eval and whatnot, just to make sure that, they're fit to do it. But I do think that it should be a thing.
I see your point.
That's one of my
Go ahead,
fears. Is you put a teacher in charge of defending that classroom or a certain set of classes. That teacher is armed. Kids know how to push the envelope, and you'll have that one teacher one day that, you know what, enough is enough, and just
there's bad to shooter. It as well. Yeah.
Well, can we, if we're not going to address the cause behind the school shooting, let's not pretend that putting guns in the hands of educational professionals is going to do anything to help the situation. Prime example, since I was reading a story, and it made a point that since Columbine, there have been added to the rolls across the country more than 100,000 resource officers, right? Hundreds of millions of dollars have been paid for these resource officers in these schools. Every district has them. Almost every school has one, or they split one, like 3 schools split one, right? Ask me how many times a resource officer, a trained professional in law enforcement, has stopped a school shooting.
I'm pretty sure it's low.
Very low.
0. It's 0.
That's crazy.
And if a law enforcement if a resource officer can't stop a school shooting from happening, what do we think a teacher's going to do? And why should they even have to? They are there to teach. Don't like, and I get it. You think they want to run with this idea? A good person with a gun is, man, look, these people, half of them can't even drive well. What makes you think they're going to be able, in the midst of a shootout, when professionals are afraid, pick up a gun and defend anything?
Well, also let's
with
look
any efficiency.
Let's look at a good majority of the school resource officers. They're not the young or midway, middle of the career seasoned people. They're more so the older, getting ready to transition.
But that makes it even worse.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Years worth of experience and years worth of gun range experience. Like, I said I was done with my soapbox.
Talk your talk.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying that
it really doesn't make sense.
There's an answer, but nobody wants to entertain the answer.
What was that Texas school shooting where
Uvalde? Yes, I know.
The dude didn't even go in. He was the only person on site, and it's like, bro, you could, how many people you could have stopped, stop from dying.
Expect a teacher who is told not to intervene in fights to stop a school shooting. Told not to intervene in fights.
But not intervening in the fights is different, depending. Especially you got like the some teachers that's in high school and these kids are bigger than them. That's hand-to-hand combat. That's totally different. You can't expect that. But I mean, you also have the same stories of teachers getting shot up protecting their own kids as well. So it goes both ways.
Barring a door, jumping in front of kids is different than actively interacting with an assailant.
Yes and no, but one, that assailant does not know who is armed.
But here's the point that you're missing. You can arm every teacher. You can take them to the range as a group activity once a year, right? Because that's all they're going to go. That's all they're going to go. But even if they went once a month, the dexterity that it takes to pull out a gun and to protect yourself under those kind of circumstances are not something that a teacher is going to be able to do well. Point blank, period.
Anybody, honestly.
So if police officers cannot use their firearm to hit their target 65 to 70% of the time of every bullet that they shoot, what makes you think a teacher in a stressful, adrenaline-filled situation inside of a school while they're teaching has the wherewithal to acquire their gun, to rack their gun, to get in position, and then to hit a shooter without hitting anything or anybody else? Not possible. And it's asinine to ask them, it's asinine to expect it, and it totally ignores the problems, right? Like, and even if you say the guns are not the problems, I'll bite that the guns are not the problem. But you know what is the problem? Wealth inequality is a problem.
Yeah.
Insufficient funding for mental health services is the problem. Racism, bigotry, and misogyny that create conditions that allow people to be oppressed, suppressed, and bullied without repercussion is the problem. So unless you're willing to fix the problem, all you're doing is adding more bullets to a firefight, which nobody needs.
It's true. It's just times of it's just the times that we're in. I mean, yeah, in a not a perfect world, but a better world, yes, we would have a lot of these would be stopped a lot sooner because those kids or those people would have more so the help that they would need. Because I mean, you know, even looking at it, like what was it with the lottery, the education lottery, how much of that money actually goes to the schools to actually
a lot of it actually, but that ain't it. It doesn't. There's so many ways that the money could be spent that it's not being spent because they won't allow it to be spent because they're intent on not providing the help that's necessary for the citizenry and the student population.
I mean, we're in a time where they're actually stripping away stuff. Like, well, Florida should be its own
Yes.
country because that's just weird. But like, you know, they're getting rid of critical race theory. They're getting rid of they're trying to suppress learning about Black history. They're
Bro,
you know they're suppressing a lot of that
even
stuff.
if I say get rid of critical race theory and get rid of Black history and give me more counselors, I'll take more counselors. You want to know why?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Because it has been shown the interaction with children and having their needs and their issues addressed helps avoid these things. So even if I was willing to make that bargain, they ain't willing to pay more counselors what they should be paying them. And that's the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if somebody was like, well, we can't teach critical race theory, we can't teach Black history, but we're gonna give you 5 more counselors per school, like 3 more counselors per grade level. I'd make that deal. You want to know why? At least I know there's a much lower possibility of my child getting shot at school.
Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed. They're not black ops. I agree.
So
yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of different ways that we can go. It's one of those things where we can't agree. Nobody can on a large scale. You can't agree which way to go down because no matter which way you go down, you're only gonna half-ass it. So
language.
It was honestly the only way to put that. So
Mustard.
Oh my god. I heard that song like once or twice. I was like, yeah.
Somebody got to do it.
I know why I haven't listened to it.
I got my foot up on the gas, baby. Sorry, I had to get that in, kind of like a palate cleanser. What are you guys watching? I don't want to talk about this other stuff anymore. I'm depressed. What are you guys watching?
I'm rewatching
Landman.
Freaking Landman.
Landman.
Sorry, it's gonna be that hot. Right. Taylor Sheridan is streaking my boy. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Landman.
Landman.
That's right. Teachers won't even write lesson plans.
Exactly.
But Landman. Oh, Landman. Okay. I have a love-hate relationship with Billy Bob Thornton. right?
Really?
Yes. Just like I have a love-hate relationship with John Voight. You want to know why? They have
Why?
latent racist tendencies.
Mm.
Yeah, they do. But they are darn good actors. Just like I have latent issues. I have issues with Sylvester Stallone. He has latent racist tendencies. Same with Hulk Hogan. All of them do. But Billy Bob Shaw can act his tail off. And if
He sure
if
can.
you would shut up when he's off camera, you can be a racist as long as you act. That's fine. Just don't be putting that in my face. Give me my
Right.
art and leave me alone. Like, we gotta think about it. For like 50 years, nobody cared whether or not you were racist. As long as you kept your mouth shut
Mm-hmm.
and made good movies, nobody cared. Social
Right.
media, now everybody needs to know everything about everybody else. I don't want to know about your life. I don't know. I don't want to know that you're racist. I don't want to know that you prefer 15-year-olds. I don't want to know that you don't wear deodorant. I don't want to know any of that. Leave that for law enforcement. Give me my movie.
Right.
Give me my content.
Yeah.
I mean, think about, look, put like this. Put like this. R. Kelly ain't the first person in the music industry at the top of the game that like little girls. Quiet as it's kept. You go back to the 70s, you go to the tops of the charts, late 60s, early 70s, you go to the top of the charts. You're going to find a whole bunch of people, black and white, that like little
Elvis
girls.
Presley.
I wasn't trying to say no names.
Elvis too?
Oh, yeah, definitely. His wife was like, she was like 14, 15.
Bro. But we ain't know that. You want to know why? Because it was quiet as it kept.
Yeah.
He didn't put that out there. Like, he married her, but when nobody really checked him for Elvis in his personal life, all we wanted was his music.
That's crazy.
Look, dive into the life of Jim Brown and Quincy Jones, and you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, I heard about Quincy.
Oh yeah.
All I'm saying though is, keep your private life private, and give me my music. You don't keep it private, go to jail. That's fine with me. But you keep it quiet. Deal with your life. Give me my music. Give me my art.
That was how I felt about like when that R. Kelly thing came out, and it was like, yo, Kels, man, you in trouble, bro. Like,
quick side question for you. I'm not straight off topic here, but music. You think we'll get one more Jay-Z album before he go to jail?
Jay ain't going to jail. Jay's not going to jail. I'm telling you this right now. Jay's not going to jail. He's not R. Kelly. He's not going to jail.
I know. He's not going to jail.
But we're never getting another Jay-Z album. We might not ever get another Jay-Z verse. What are you talking about?
Oh no. He definitely gonna get a feature.
He gonna do features.
On what?
On Khaled.
No, Khaled is an artist. But yeah.
No.
Bro.
DJ Khaled's gonna have him on as a feature.
I'm gonna tell you right. If I'm Jay-Z, I am never rapping again. I'm worth $3.4 billion. I'm never rapping again. You'll never see me on wax. There's nothing. What do I gain from being on wax? Nothing.
He's won at the game of life, well, except for right now. But
I mean, he's still kind of winning right now because if you're following the case, when they go to the next stage, the judge said that the anonymous accuser could remain anonymous now, but if the suit continues, it has been put out there that the judge is going to make the anonymous accuser reveal themselves. That is a game changer because that, like, you can't just throw stuff out there.
Yeah, because as a defendant, you can't defend yourself against somebody that you don't know. Because as soon as that person is like, all right, dig up some stuff on them, let's see what they got, blah blah blah, boom boom boom, make a defense, let's move forward.
Not to mention the facts of the complaint. Let me revise that. The accuser's story is already not lining up. So, like she's gotten factual pieces of information wrong. So
who wants a payday? Sheesh.
when you thought you was getting a payday, Jay ain't paying nobody
Nope.
unless you got him dead to rights, which he hadn't been dead to rights since like 92. Oh no, correction, 2000 and something on the Rivera joint. 2001 when he stabbed Rivera. Why do I know so much about that? Anyhow, Landman. Did I tell y'all I went to the movie theaters to see Gladiator 2 and I walked out? I got up and I left the theater.
Just up and walked out.
Walked out. I took my reppers with me because I was done. Okay.
How
no,
far
they don't
along did you make it in the movies before you walked out?
Oh, I was a good hour into the movie, dude.
Well, yeah, when we were talking about it, Denzel was good though, right? He was straight.
Denzel is masterful. He's the only reason why I stayed that long.
That's crazy that movie was that bad, and you still had Denzel in it, and you still walked out. And Denzel was good on his parts.
I mean, I'm watching the movie. When Denzel comes on the screen, he's magnetic. He's great in this. Like, he's great as this villain. Consequently, I've since watched the remainder of the movie just to verify that it was not that good, and it still was not that good. But Denzel was amazing in the movie.
You know, that's how I felt about Jarhead when I first watched it.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna turn it off, but then something would happen to keep me there, and I'm like, all right, and it just kept stringing me along towards the end of the movie, and I was like, oh, well, that sucked. I just lost 2 hours. No, I just lost 2 hours of my life.
Yeah, that movie's 2 hours and 30 minutes long. I still had 80 minutes left on the movie. It was more than an hour. Like, I had 80 minutes left on the movie when I walked out. Wow. But I've since watched the remainder of the movie. Like, Denzel's great in the movie. He's great as a villain. I would love to see him as a villain in another movie.
That movie was. You will. The new Black Panther movie. I do believe he will be the villain in the new Black Panther movie.
That would be nice. Is he old enough to be like a physical villain? He like old. He's too old to be physical.
You know, with Disney, they got CGI. They'll figure something out.
Yeah.
You know what? He's still active though. Look at the Equalizer. It was only a few years ago.
It was like 5 years ago. It feels like 5-6 years ago. What are you talking about?
But even at that, when you watch the movies, you can see his somewhat decline, and the moves that he were doing it's old retired CIA moves, you know.
Well, I mean,
thinking more with his head.
Spoiled. We've been spoiled, right? We're at an age where people are not only living longer, but the camera and the way that they shoot movies now allows them to appear more youthful than they actually are.
Yeah.
Right. So you'll get Denzel in The Equalizer where he ain't do none of the stunts except for like the one where he took the gun out of the man's hand and turned around and put it back in his face.
Yeah.
That's the only stunt he did. Or you'll get Gladiator. He did like 2 stunts in the Gladiator, but they were all around riding a horse. One was shooting an arrow, wasn't really like a tactical joint. One was riding a horse, and one was the last fighting scene in the water. Right.
Unless you're Tom Cruise.
Okay. Tom Cruise allegedly gets other people's blood pumped in him every 6 months, so he stays youthful.
He's a vampire. Fun fact: Denzel just turned 70. He had a birthday a few days ago.
I just saw that. Hey, Denzel turned 70. Denzel got ordained as a preacher.
Yeah.
Denzel said on the press tour like a month ago, 2 months ago now, that he's tried all the drugs.
What?
I mean,
bro, see, this is how I know people. This is how I know so much happens. People can't keep up. He was on the press junket, right? The press tour for Gladiator, and he's been just like he's at this age where he knows like the last 6 movies he's gonna do. Like he's named them out, right? He knows. So he's much more free with the advice that he gives and the things that he says. One of the things that he said was, I've tried all the drugs. He said, I would be an alcoholic, but I know this about myself. And so what I do is I drink from time to time, but I never buy in bulk. I always buy like single bottles of things on a time period basis to make sure that I don't become.
Right.
I'm not making this one up, bro. He said, I've tried all the drugs and I know myself.
I mean, he's been
could
in
not.
Hollywood for a good minute, and he's 70.
But
Probably.
I mean, you don't think that of Denzel, right? He doesn't come across as someone that.
Bro,
would
I think
partake
that
in
of
those
TD
places.
Jakes.
Hey man, TD don't do drugs, okay? He does not do drugs. Don't put that on TD. Now we don't know what he does. We know he don't do drugs, okay? All right.
Kurt.
And with that, folks.
Stupid.
Yeah, don't put that on. Don't put that on. Don't put that, man. They're just rumors. We don't know. We have no idea. Like they're really bad rumors too. Like I don't.
My bad.
I don't. Thank you. Thank you. Don't put that on Jakes. Don't put that on Jakes. Jakes is a lot of things, but I don't know. I don't think he's a power bottom. Okay, I don't think that's the case.
No, I don't think that.
Well, that's the rumor.
Yeah. But anyway, Captain America, Brave New World.
I can't wait.
When is that coming out? That's like June, right?
February the 17th.
Oh, thank God.
February the 17th. February the 17th comes out in Black History Month.
Yeah, I felt like it's such a drought with Marvel movies right now.
It is, but they've recalibrated. It's going to be a good year for Marvel. It's also going to be a good year for movies, for Black movies. You know what's coming out? A Friday remake. Now, it's not billed as a Friday remake. But it is a Friday remake. I can tell. It's a Friday remake by the description of it. It's called One of Them Days.
We getting smoky?
No. Listen, it's called One of Them Days. It's got Keke Palmer and the girl with the lips.
SZA.
Her.
Yeah, SZA.
In it, right? They got to raise money because somebody lost the rent money, right? Not one of them, but one of them boyfriends or something like that. I don't know what it is, but they got to raise money. It's the same premise, same general premise for Friday, and it looks like it could be a cult favorite, and I hope that is. Like I'm really pulling forward. I'm looking forward to going to see it in the movie theater. I think it comes out January the 17th.
And this is SZA's like first for real acting role too, right?
Yes, it's our first for real acting role. Yes.
And you got Cat Williams, you got Lil Rel. Okay.
All I'm saying is
Janelle James.
All I'm saying is, if Cat Williams in it, there's going to be at least 7 minutes. Is going to be funny.
Yeah, he don't just, and honestly, he don't just do anything either. So
no, he doesn't. But I expect for it to be, this generation's Friday, and I'm glad that two women are doing it. Like I'm happy for them. I can't wait to spend my money to see this take on it. So,
okay.
Yeah, and I'll say the whole time, even if it's bad, but I don't think it's going to be bad.
Issa Rae's a producer.
That's another reason why you can.
But then also they're actually, I think they're still discussing actually doing like an actual another Friday.
Yeah, when John Witherspoon died, it really set it back, right? Because they had a script, from what I understand, they had a script. But it relied not heavily, but it relied on him being a part of the production.
That and the Boondocks, man. Like, I was pissed. I was hot. I was like, come on, guys, we need another Boondocks season before somebody and John Witherspoon passed, and it was like, well, there goes that.
Yeah. Yo, you see the Superman trailer?
Yeah. Oh, no. Speaking of that, so I'm slightly jaded after watching Superman and Lois on this movie.
Oh, Superman and Lois is so good. I finished it. Oh my God, it was so good.
Superman and Lois?
Yes.
It was
so good.
Yeah, it was good. Even though that last episode, honestly, that last season, I was like, man, whatever, get out of here. But I continue watching because I'm 3 seasons in.
He's the second best Superman.
Yes.
Second best. It's Christopher Reeves and then him.
No, yeah, Chris, whatever
my money,
name is, but he's good.
Christopher Reeves and then that dude.
Yeah, he's good. That Superman and Lois from the beginning, from the jump, up until about season 4, episode 3.
Dude.
Real good.
I've watched all of Superman and Lois.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
But so like this new Superman movie, I was slightly jaded until I heard on, I forget who it was, Cosmic Wonder or something like that this is kind of a lived-in universe. So we're not getting an origin story because we beat that like a dead horse. Thank God. We're just picking up wherever Superman is at, and then to see Crypto in it, that's pretty cool. We knew. How many times have we seen Crypto like in live action?
Either it's going to be amazing or it's going to be a flop. There's no, you put Crypto in that movie,
it better be good.
It's either going to be amazing or it's going to flop.
Yeah.
And I hope that it's amazing. I really do. I really, really do.
Yeah, so we'll see. I can't wait. When does that one come out?
I have no idea. Yeah, it's this year. It's 2025. I think it's like June the 17th, June or something or another.
And this is the first movie with James Gunn at the helm of DC.
Did you watch Creature Commandos on HBO? Okay, so
it's a good one too.
Creature Commandos is July 11th. Creature Commandos is the second James Gunn DC property.
Okay.
Right. Wait, second? I think it's a second. It's animated. I think there's 6 episodes right now. I'm finishing up watching. I almost finished watching the 6th one. And it is, from a story standpoint, it's actually really good. Like, I appreciate the way that they did the story. And it makes me think that if he's going to take the same kind of approach to Superman, that it's actually going to be a good story, right? Like, I admire James Gunn. And
you got
I hope that he does it
right. Millie Alcock. Who else in here? Oh, Frank Grillo.
Yep.
Should be interesting.
Yep. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it should be
it's
interesting.
Good. But yeah, that's what. Oh yeah, we just reached our 2-hour mark. We about to wrap this thing up. Superman, Gladiators, Landman, Captain America, One of Them Days. Did we miss anything? I don't think we missed anything. Did we miss anything?
I don't think so.
Squid Games.
I hear that's not as good as the first.
Well, that means I'm not watching it. I got too much to watch as it is.
I actually enjoyed it.
Really?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it.
Like the first one was just such a cult phenomenon, honestly, where it was just like, oh man, this is actually really good. But they say like with this new one, you gotta watch it with subtitles. Don't watch in English.
Yeah.
I watch everything with subtitles on there.
Well, yeah, and that's a big, and they say that for a lot of stuff, like even like Dragon Ball, a lot of anime stuff. Watch it with subtitles. Don't, because the story's much different. Yeah, the dub's much different than what it originally is. Oh, and Dragon Ball Daima comes out. The English version of it comes out this Friday, I think. Yes, they came out with a new Dragon Ball series.
Dragon Ball who now?
Dragon Ball Daima.
Daima?
Yeah, it's set after the Buu saga and like right before Dragon Ball Super.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. So if you got Netflix, they've got like 11 episodes right now, 12 maybe.
Okay.
Hey, there's a new Lord of the Rings movie.
Oh, Dune Prophecy, the show. I haven't.
No.
It yet.
Lord of the Rings. No, different. Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings.
Dune Prophecy.
No. Wait. We gonna get there. Yeah, okay. The Lord of the Rings. It's good. It's actually good. It's really good. I bought it. Like I purchased it.
Ooh, really?
It's good. Yes, and yes, Dune Prophecy is good. Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. You know what? I'm gonna watch. Since we moved up the time, I think I'm gonna watch it before I go to bed.
Hey, you better set you a timer because you start watching it, you might watch it all the way through. That's 3:00 in the morning. Or 4:00 in the morning.
I can't do that. I'd be pissed.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's good.
Well, guys, this is season 2, episode 1. We got. Man, season 2, episode 1, man, I'm super excited for the rest of season 2 with what we have in store. We've been talking a lot offline about how we can make this show a little bit better, how we can bring more content, more quality to the show for you guys, for you to be able to consume. So definitely, this year I'm putting it out there. We definitely want to get more guests on here for different, very specific topics. And we're going to try our best to make that happen and get them on here so that way we can add more value to your life.
Your experience, baby. Woo!
Absolutely. And, definitely going to have to get Mrs. Howard on here. Probably make her have her as a reoccurring guest.
Yeah. She's got, yes. She can't wait. She can't wait. I'm afraid to hear some of the things that we're going to talk about, but yeah. Cool. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're also my wife, she's super excited. She's definitely wanting to bring her knowledge trading to the platform as well. So she's definitely talked about doing.
Are we
that.
doing a spouse edition?
I was just about to say, you know, it'd be really cool if we did a spouse only edition.
That would be interesting to have our wives up here instead of us. That would be pretty cool.
You know what?
It's gonna go on for 1 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say, come think of it. I think maybe we shouldn't do that. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see what happens.
That'll be interesting. All right.
Yeah. And my wife and I, we're starting our own podcast. It's gonna be called Check Please, where we do the podcast at a restaurant while we're eating.
Ooh,
and having conversations with the ambiance of the restaurant around us.
Nice.
Interesting. Look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, so we're in the stages of putting some of that stuff together, and she wants to do it live. So yeah, she wants to do it live. I was like, yeah, we could just record it. She's like, no, I want to do it live. I was like, okay, well, all right.
No, you don't. You don't want to do it live, sweetheart. You don't. You want to record it. You want.
Nah, I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. So it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Kind of like the reviews you were doing on Korean food.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna do and yeah, like I said, I'm gonna start doing a lot of food reviews. So that includes like fast food, different items. I actually recently bought some chips from a few bags of Doritos from Canada that go against some other Doritos that we have here, and then also kind of just.
Did you pay a tariff?
I don't know. They probably pass it on to me anyway, so it is what it is. But then also like I kind of want to start like with Charlotte because you got your chime times, you got your dame drops and whatnot, but they don't actually know like where to really eat in Charlotte, and we got a lot of new transplants here, and I just want to put it out there for them to be like, hey, because I see so many comments of, oh, Charlotte's got trash food. I'm like, that's because you went to the wrong place. You didn't ask nobody.
I'm not gonna say Charlotte has trash food.
It's real. It's eclectic. It's different. People come here to start new stuff. So
yeah, they're pockets. You got to find the right pockets. You're right.
Exactly.
Find the right pockets. Find the right pockets.
Like the best Chinese foods, best walk off of Sardis Road. I'm sorry, it just is.
The best what now?
Best Chinese food
is off of where?
Sardis Road and Monroe. It's at the corner.
Nope.
You don't live in Charlotte anymore, so I'm the authority, sir.
Okay. Nope. Hey, you want subpar Chinese food? That's fine. That's what Jason said. So, hey, man, hey.
But yeah, Vietnamese food, Korean food, Chinese food, and then like I said, all the new fast food items. I'm definitely like I gotta get the Krispy Kreme because they got like the Pop-Tart menu. I gotta go get that.
You want the best Chinese food? Mandarin.
Oh yeah,
was that Harris and
Mount Holly Huntersville Road?
Thank you.
Yes, that is like for the north side of Charlotte.
Oh
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, Lady Sherelle.
Yeah, that you're right about that. You're right about that, Jason. You are right about that. Come to think of it, you're right about that one. You don't
live in Charlotte no more.
No, I know, but I remember. I remember. It doesn't compare to Red Bowl's shrimp fried rice. Really? Red Bowl's shrimp fried rice, and I don't even like beef and broccoli, but their beef and broccoli is.
Red Bowl is an experience, though.
Bro,
it's different. Red Bowl is an experience.
We used to be on first name basis. I'm serious.
I know.
I'm so serious.
Horrible.
Look them and Hot Fing with them crispy fried chicken wings. Oh my god. Oh, the one off of Little Rock Road. The one in the hood. That one.
But see, that's
the right amount of grease.
But that's true about most Chinese food places. It's got to be in the hood to be decent.
And they were triple. Okay, they triple fried too. You know that, right? They fry them, and then they fry a whole bunch at the beginning of the day, and then they just fry them as you come through. They fry them again as you come through. That's why they be so crispy,
crunchy.
Oh my gosh! I mean, they're not Southern classic, but they're good.
And then now there's a lot of Caribbean places popping up too, and it's just like, you know what, it's time to find out who's got the best. Let's see what's what.
Look, I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I am not, for as good as the food in Houston is, right? There's no place else that I've had charro beans like in Houston, right? Tacos are amazing. Their tortas are amazing. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Hey dude, you still need to get to cilantro. I
am not. The what?
Cilantro, the place I sent you, it had been a couple months ago.
I'm planning on going. I gotta get past this Christmas stuff, dude. This Christmas and this January stuff. I gotta get past that before I go spend any more money anywhere else. But I haven't found any place that has. I found one place that has relatively good island Caribbean food, but I've only found one. I've had subpar experiences. Subpar experiences.
I don't know about Jason, but for me, I gotta walk in and it's gotta be a real heavy, thick accent, and it's gotta be grandma. It's gotta be family owned thing. It can't be.
Yeah, I've tried that. I've only tried like 3-4 places. But still, I looked them up on Yelp and they were like 4 stars. I was like, okay, it's 4 stars. It's a Jamaican restaurant. It's 4 stars because they were kind of rude.
Nah, man, you want.
But that's Jamaican. That's not actually rude. That's Jamaican. Huh?
You want 3 stars?
I mean, I rounded it up. It was like 3.6. There's neither here nor there. I'm just telling you it wasn't good. I got a place that I'm looking at right down the road that opened up in the community. So
it's gotta be painted in obscene colors that clash.
And folks, we would like you to subscribe, comment, and like our videos. Let us know your thoughts and how we can better improve. And if you just want to shout out, just say what's up to you, fellas.
Sure.
Matter of fact, if you send us a shout out, we'll shout you out in the next episode.
Absolutely, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for all the comments, for people that participated. We just want to say we love you. If it wasn't for you guys, there wouldn't be a season 2. Later, y'all.